If you're looking to learn about the Sober Carpenter non-alcoholic brews, this review's for you. We've got the blonde, the white, the red, the hazy IPA, the sour, and the cider. We're gonna start with the blonde. Let's set these aside.
Very excited today, Jared.
Yes, I'm very excited, or you're very excited?
Maybe both of us.
All right, well, both of us it is then.
Love
I've got
NA
my, Sam is an NA beer guest aficionado. He's been drinking NA beer longer than I have. He pointed me in the direction of it, and the rest is history. We are gonna start with the blonde ale, as you can see there. It's unique as it says there's actually 20 IBU, intensity bitterness units, which not many non-alcoholic beers actually put their IBUs on the cans, which is kind of interesting. And give me your canister.
Thank you.
We're gonna be drinking a lot of beer in the next 15, 20, 30 minutes, however long it takes. And I'm excited because I love drinking beer.
I've also learned something new. I did not know what IBU stood for or what it meant.
You know what, it's international actually, it's not intensity. International Bitterness Unit. And this can's cool because it is both in English and in French. So it says blonde ale on that side and ale blonde sans all cool on that side. So there's that.
A little bit of French-Canadian influence.
Exactly, because they're from
Cheers.
Montreal, Canada. Cheers,
Cheers
to Sober Carpenter. Got a little bit of head retention, not a ton. Ooh, that's buttery.
I was trying to think about
It's butter.
what was that flavor I was getting? It is buttery. It's good.
Yeah, it's really almost creamy. I don't know how they're doing it. It's got, for hops, Turo and Cara, and Hallertau Traditional Saaz. Okay. It has 60 calories. I think actually all of theirs are under 60 calories, which is cool, especially since it's a 16-ounce can.
That's what I love about Sober Carpenter as well. They're the tool boys. But I don't know what's high on the IBU scale, but 20's got to be low because this is very smooth.
Yeah, it's
very,
not bitter.
Yeah, crisp, very easy to drink. It's like a light lager, right? Like a light.
Yeah, it's a blonde ale.
Blonde.
Cheers it again. 'Cause
Cheers.
why not?
Why not?
So I've had Sober Carpenter a few times. I have not tried any of these 6, which I'm excited for because I like trying new beers. He's been in my fridge for like a month now. Sorry, Sober Carpenter, for not doing this sooner, but I wanted to bring in someone special that likes the beer as well. Hence, Sam. What have you tried?
Yeah, so I've had a few of the Sober Carpenter sample packs, I guess. And out of these ones, I've had the sour. I believe it's a raspberry sour or raspberry sour. And then I've also had the hazy IPA. And there's a couple of others. There's a session IPA, which I believe comes in a dark green can. And then there's another IPA that they make that comes in a white can, but I forget the name. But all of them fantastic. When I first started drinking non-alcoholic beer, I went to the typical go-tos, your Heineken Zeros, and nothing ever hit the mark. So visiting some of the local liquor stores around here, they started carrying this kind of boutique craft NA beer, and Sober Carpenter was one of the first ones I had that, like, I miss the real taste of beer. Heineken 00, it's fine, but it doesn't taste like beer. This does. So I've always been super happy with Sober Carpenter. Yeah,
I'm digging this one. It's akin to a little bit more of a more flavorful lager, I'm gonna call it, because it does have that kind of that weight to it. The mouth feels really strong. Says it has 11 grams of sugar, which is actually a lot more than I was expecting with how little calories there are in this. The can art's pretty cool. It's kind of got this outdoorsy, woodsy vibe. They were established in 2019, so they've been around pretty long time, especially when you consider the fact that they only do non-alcoholic beer, which I'm all about. Somebody that is able to make a business on providing stuff for people that don't drink regular leaded beers is a win in my book. Not many do it.
I'm slacking, I gotta catch up.
You're gonna be playing catch up all day. I drink fast. This is the Blanche, or is it Blanche or Blanche?
Blanche.
It's Blanche. Also, the white. This one, I love white beers. Weiss beers, wit beers, wheat beers, Weiss beers, all in the same family. They're different though. I don't know all the nuances to what makes a white different than a wheat, different than a wit. I know it's region, I know it's style, but it's all good in my book. We do not have the exact same glass, but they are darn close. So,
Gotta take his word for it.
cheers to the white.
Cheers to this one.
Not much smell.
No.
Not much. It's very light.
Yeah, definitely a very light beer. Goes down very easy.
There's not a lot there. It's pretty mild. It doesn't have a lot of. There's no like citrus notes at all, which you might expect with like a white beer or a Weiss beer.
Yeah,
It's I don't know. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite. There's a little bit of flavor there.
Yeah.
It tastes good. It's very light.
I forgot to give this one a rating. The blonde ale. So I have a scale from 1 to 5. I don't know if you've seen my reviews. 1, I wouldn't try it again. 2, I would buy it on sale. 3, I'd pay full price. 4, I'd drive 2 towns over to acquire it. And 5, I'd buy up the stock if I had the opportunity. The blonde, in my book, pretty darn good. I would give it a 3 out of 5, meaning I'd pay full price for this beer and I'd get it again.
Yeah, I'd give it a 3.41. Definitely pay full price. I'd probably drive to 1 town over, not 2.
I like that.
But I know some of the ones coming, I would drive 10 towns over. In fact, sometimes I do to get them. So
You can make up your own scale. This is your first video. You get
did.
to do your own, you did do a 3.41. You kind of cheated.
2 decimal points. You really got to get the accuracy.
I gotta look at this can. There might be some interesting things. Even less international business unit. Bitterness unit. If I'm wrong on that, please comment. It says 16 IBUs. It's got Hallertau middle fruit hops. It's got oat flakes, cara, toasted wheat. It has bitter orange peel and coriander.
Okay.
I do not. You taste it?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I can taste the orange peel. It's very, very light.
I don't get
It's
it.
after it goes down.
The
And
aftertaste.
it's just, yeah, it's
Okay.
just still sitting on your palate.
I think I'm just so used to like the Blue Moon and some of the other Weiss beers and wheat beers I've had as of late that have a much stronger citrus note, and this one isn't necessarily in the same ballpark.
Intensity.
Yeah, it's just a lighter beer. It's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yep. Yeah, definitely different than, your traditional ale or lager. Still super good.
Yeah, I would drink it again for sure.
I'm thinking what 2 decimal points I'm going to give this one. I'm trying to race Speedy over here as well.
I have my own pace. I like this. I don't love it. I like the style of beer. A white beer, Weiss beer, wheat beer, whatever you want to call it, is in my ballpark of things I enjoy. I like the blonde better, but I don't feel comfortable giving this a 2 out of 5 because it's better than that. But I don't feel like it's any more than the 3. So I'm gonna stick with my 3 on the white beer as well from Sober Carpenter, which, as we know from the last rating, I would pay full price for this beer. What do you got?
I was a little bit nervous he was going to start stealing my new scale. I'll be watching, I do watch every single one of your videos, but I'll be watching to make sure that there's no copyright infringements. I would give this, like a 3. I think a 3 is fair.
So 0.41 less than the blonde.
0.41 less than the blonde.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's probably fair. Like, I would pay full price for it. It's delicious.
Okay, how do I say that?
Irlandaise.
What about that?
Roos.
So Roos Irlandaise, the Birra de Micro Sanzo Cool, aka the Irish Red from Sober Carpenter. I like the French way of saying Irish Red way better. That's more fun. I've never tried this one.
I've never heard like Roos in French. I always
It
thought
might
it was
be a-
Rouge.
It might be a French Canadian way of saying
This
it.
is true.
Ooh,
You can tell
look
from
at
my
that
accent.
color. Look at that color. Wow. What about your accent?
I was going to say, as you can tell from my accent.
Southern Minnesota.
Oh yeah, definitely. not very much like the northern Minnesota folk,
Yeah.
Jared and I are going to go out for a tater tot hot dish after this and really enjoy our time.
I was not expecting this.
It is very dark.
Look at that color.
I'm excited for this one now.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, I grew up in England, very close to France, and I always thought red was rouge, but maybe, yeah, there's a different way in Canada, just like there's a different way of spelling English words here in the US.
Like, favorite?
Favorite, aluminium, you know, you guys just chop out that I.
This looks amazing.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Ooh. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
To the Irish Red. Both of us trying it for the first time, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
this is the first time. All of the ones that we've had so far, first time.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. That is malty. Yup. Roasted barley, crystal dark pale. All those malts. And then East Kent Golding hops. This one also has 60 calories, 24 IBUs. Straight out of Montreal.
I wonder if
this one-
East Kent is where I am actually from. I wonder if that's the same East Kent.
Could be. I don't know.
We'll have to look it up. A little taste of home for me.
This is fantastic. It's a totally different style from the first two we had. Not even in a similar region. This is darker, it's richer, it's a little bit more bitter. The IBU, I like having the IBUs in the can. It's kind of a nice little guidance as to where we're headed and what we've got coming up. Yeah, well, the next two are interesting, but the head went away. It was there at the beginning. It's not so much there anymore, but it's completely opaque. It's a dark brown color. As I burp. There'll be a lot of burping in the next 3 beers, I feel like, at the pace we're going.
Yeah. I mean, if you drink like brown ales or other red ales, you're definitely going to like this.
Oh, for sure.
I haven't drank for a while now, so it's very hard for me to distinguish or tell that things are non-alcoholic like I could when I first stopped drinking. But
this doesn't taste non-alcoholic. Like
No.
non-alcoholic, beers can taste. Like some don't taste great.
Yeah.
I've tried probably 135, 140 beers in the past year, and some of them I won't drink again. They're just not good. And then some of them are masterpieces, like stuff that comes from Mash Grain Go and Beagle Puss, my top 3 favorites. And those, you can sit those side by side with people that still drink alcohol, and they will get it wrong.
Yeah.
Like they will make the mistakes. It was actually, Go Brewing did it down in Chicago at a festival. They had a 50-50 hit rate. 50% of the time, people got it completely wrong when they had side by side with that.
I do like the Go Brewing. You just introduced that to me today, my first one, but very good. Yeah, if you like a Newcastle brown ale, just trying to think of like something similar to off the shelf. I know it's a brown ale and this is red, but they're very similar. So
it's so malty.
Yeah.
It's rich, it's sweet, it's got a good mouthfeel, still crisp. Everything we've had so far has been crisp, and I haven't said that word yet. I usually say crisp and refreshing about every beer I try that is crisp and refreshing. I've held it back.
I'm going to take a guess. If you go back to the 42nd second in this video when we're trying the first beer, I called it crisp.
You did?
40-second
All right.
seconds.
Somebody test that.
Do not edit it to be so I'm wrong.
I do what I want. It's my video. All right.
Sorry, I'm playing catch up.
You are slacking. The Irish Red, because it's different than a lot of the beers I've had in a very long time. I've only had one Irish Red. It was the Go Brewing Irish Red, and it was delicious. But this one, if I was in the mood for something like this, I would go for this right away every time. It's not something I would have a lot of, but because of what it stands for and how it represents the category, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5, which means I would drive 2 towns over if I was thinking, yes, I want an Irish Red right now. That's my rating.
Yep.
What do you got?
I would give it a solid 4.27, which means I'd drive 2 towns over and not be angry that I hit every single stoplight on the way.
The stoplight's the difference.
Yeah.
That's smart.
That's
I gotta
the
start,
0.27.
I gotta start thinking up new ways of doing decimals, because I like where your head's at.
I know he's angry at me because
You're too creative. I don't know what DDH means. I think it has to do with the Discovery series, but I've been looking around in this can. I can't see anything about DDH notation. But anyways, Yeah, let's try this.
I'm going
Hazy
to look
IPA.
it up while he's pouring it,
All right, you look it up.
so we can be an informative channel.
Beautiful. It says this one, I'm not going to say it yet. I'm going to wait till it's poured and we can talk about what it says in the can because it says some pretty interesting things.
Double dry hopped.
That's what it
Double
says?
dry hopped, yeah.
Beautiful. I should have known that. I claimed to know things about beer and then I dropped the ball on something like that. Oh, I messed up on this one. Look how much more I got.
Well, you
What
are
a-
drinking faster, so.
Did I do that on purpose maybe? Or like subconsciously just to give you a break?
I'm getting lightheaded from all this
huh?
non-alcoholic beer.
Too
yeah.
many?
Yeah, a little bit tipsy.
Double dry hopped hazy IPA with 52 IBUs and a pretty cool can. This is the only one so far that doesn't, oh no, I take it back. It does have the French, no, it doesn't have the French translation. Interesting.
Maybe hazy in French is hazy.
No, it doesn't even say sounds so cool. It just says non-alcoholic. Let's not discredit it though. Let's try it.
Yeah, maybe our French
Cheers.
quotient of Canada don't like this one. I know I like this one. I've had this one before. It's great.
Ooh, yeah, that's juicy.
I know it's not like a
Hazy. You can't see through that beer. That's hazy.
Yeah, you get the fruity notes.
Yeah.
It's even though it's a double dry hopped IPA.
It's not super bitter.
It's not like bitter to the point where you feel like you can only have one. I could drink a few of these, no problem.
I'm going to read this because it's interesting. For this Discovery Series edition, our brewers were excited to use experimental hop 06297, also known as the Lotus hop. The orange and vanilla notes from our carefully selected hops combined with the silkiness of the oats used in the mash create a velvety, hazy IPA reminiscent of a vanilla orange creamsicle. Do you taste vanilla orange creamsicle when you drink this beer? That's the question. That's what I was going to get at, is that specific component of their description.
So when I first started coming to the US 20 years ago,
I think it's there.
20 years ago, I saw this Orange Julius.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I asked, who is now my wife, like, what is an Orange Julius? And it's, do you mix like orange juice and ice cream? Is that what a creamsicle is?
I think so.
That's
And you were
That's some seriously wrong things with this place. Wouldn't try it. I don't know if this does or doesn't taste like a creamsicle. It tastes great. Like I say, it's
delicious.
Yeah, it's got that IPA taste, but it's not overwhelming. It's not overpowering.
Yeah.
It's not unenjoyable. It's definitely got that fruity taste as well. It's probably like the Citra hops.
Yeah,
too, right?
I would think. It's 52 IBUs, 55 calories, 9 carbs. It's got lactose in it. That's interesting.
Okay.
A little creaminess.
Yep, I can
maybe
definitely
like
taste the
vanilla
lactose.
cream toast, creamsicle.
It's cool, really cool art on this can
I
as
like
well.
that can. It's got like a mustache. It's got some. There's actually a creamsicle right there. See it? In oranges. It's very detailed. Very
Okay, so
nuanced.
that's not an Orange Julius then. A creamsicle is...
Creamsicle is like an icy, like an icicle or a pop, ice pop. I don't know.
Don't get foreign people on the channel. No, it's great. I love it. I can definitely
delicious.
taste that lactose as well.
Yeah, it just adds a little bit of a kind of a texture. I think the vanilla orange creamsicle description that I like so much, I'm gonna give it like a B+ on the attempt at hitting that. If that's what they were going for, it's there. It's just not like spot on. I think if they made more of like a Blue Moon rendition of the amount of orange, the non-alcoholic Blue Moon, have you tried that? So orange heavy. If they brought that level of orange with the amount of like vanilla kind of creaminess that this beer has, then I'd say orange creamsicle. But I'm not gonna give it that right now. Doesn't mean anything to discredit this beer. It's amazing. It's delicious. I like this one a lot.
Yep.
I wish it was a little fruitier and a little hoppier. If I was going to critique it, I think it would go a little bit further because it's pretty
But
even keeled.
you and I like the hops though.
We
right?
do.
Like,
Yes, it's not for everybody.
Yeah. So if you're not a big fan of hops, you
Yeah,
definitely
this is
get
for you.
that kick,
Yeah.
that little bit of bitterness, but it's not overpowering. So
Highly recommend this one.
Yeah, personally, I would like more hops, but
Yeah.
I think for most people, this is...
Yeah, it's
still
meant for
really good.
everybody. So this Discovery Series Double Dry Hop Hazy IPA limited edition craft brew from Sober Carpenter. That's a big description. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. I would pay full price for this beer. I know Sam's gonna go decimal points. I'm curious what you think of it because you seem very into this beer.
Yeah, I would give it more than a 4. What did I give the Roos?
I think you gave it
Irlandais?
4.21 or 4.21.
4.21, something like that. 4.17? I can't
I don't remember.
It's a little bit more. I'd give it like a 4.30.
So 4.30 on this guy. You really like that one.
I really like this one.
Good.
And I'd probably give it more, but my biased opinion knows what's coming, and I want to save that one. I was going to save it till last, but he's just picked it up now.
I'm going with this before the cider. I think cider finishes out the 6.
This is my favorite one.
The sour. I love sours. You know that because we had the Go Brewing strawberry blueberry sour like an hour ago. Yes, we pre-gamed this 6-can pounder YouTube review because why not? Because NA beer.
Yeah. And I'm going to go out for dinner.
See what they got there. Yeah. Maybe some chicken wings. I don't know if you like chicken wings anymore. I know you did a while ago. We've had them in a bit.
Chicken wings.
I love chicken wings.
Don't have those in the UK. That's one of
You don't have chicken wings in the UK?
No, not like here, man. Not like here. I mean, here is just another level.
Not like what? How good they are, or just the availability?
Just like the availability,
Yeah.
the different seasonings and flavors. I love chicken wings. If it's on the menu, I'll get it.
So this is hazy too. Look at that. That color is beautiful. And the head, it's got about an inch of head in this glass.
I'm sorry, I'm a child.
I've got more than
Yeah, Jared's head.
Cheers. Cheers to the, what do we didn't even say what this beer was. We're terrible. It's the Framboise Sure, or the Raspberry Sour with a cool pink can. It's got kind of like an interesting kind of metallic-y effect to it, which I really like. Cheers.
Fun
real.
fact for anyone that likes linguistics here as well, framboise, that is how you do it in regular French as well, so.
Beautiful. Whoa, I haven't even tasted. Did you smell that? Holy smokes.
So good. It's
That
so
is
good.
like a raspberry kick in the pants. And I haven't tasted it yet.
And it's not fake raspberry either. It tastes like fresh raspberries.
Wow.
I make my kids fresh raspberries every morning with their breakfast.
That's amazing.
It's super tart.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
so good.
Everything that you want from a sour.
I'm kind of mad that I gave you half of that. Can I have it back?
No.
No? It's only got 8 IBUs. It's not bitter. It's not supposed to be. It is a sour. It's meant to be sweet, tart, fruity, all of the above. This one has 75 calories, so I was wrong. They don't all have 60 or less. This one's a little more, but it also has more sugar in it, I'm assuming. It has 9 grams of sugar, so less sugar than some of the others, which is also interesting.
Where the calories come from then?
Carbs. Non-sugar carbs, like the malted barley. Interesting, right? The whole thing, calories are just interesting in general and where they come from. Like the Go Brewing Sour only has 3 grams of sugar, but it has 60 calories. That's baffling to me. I don't know how that math works.
Yeah, this is definitely not false advertising. Burst of fresh raspberry. That's exactly what it tastes like.
Yeah.
It's not fake raspberry like
No.
you get in candy or anything. It tastes like.
Is there puree? Yeah, there's raspberry puree in it. So similar to other sours, it probably sits in the fermenter with a puree for a couple days and kind of embeds that into the ethos of the flavor. That's some good stuff.
So what first turned me on to sours is a local brewer in Wisconsin, out of Somerset, Wisconsin, Oliphant Brewing. Amazing microbrew. If you can get your hands on it, do it, but they don't make NA beers.
Yeah.
So Oliphant Brewing, if you're watching this, please make some NA beers. You make incredible beers. You're super squishy is what turned me on to sours. This is the closest thing that I can find
Really?
to it.
Nice.
Yeah, this is I think super squishy is a raspberry coconut sour.
Ooh, that sounds
So there's
nice.
like a bit of coconut in there as
Yeah.
well. But this is top notch.
Delicious. I don't like it at all. I haven't drank much.
I'm savoring mine.
I know. I should.
Do you know if they make...
It's delicious.
If they sell just like a 6-pack of this, or do you always have to get it in a sampler?
I think you can get it on their website in different package varieties. I think samplers are their thing with big box retailers or like at Total Wine and whatnot, just because of like shipping capacity and weight and costs and everything. Because shipping liquid is so freaking expensive.
Oh, it's heavy.
It's heavy, and you have to like make sure it doesn't
Takes up a lot of space.
You have to make sure it doesn't get like, you know, like dropped or mishandled. Like shipping from overseas, I had some stuff shipped from Germany last winter. That was ridiculous to get it here. And it came in like, there was like these like cardboard, like foamy packaging for every bottle, and it was well worth it though. It was delicious stuff.
Well, now I'm gonna have a look on their website because I buy the samplers and everything in the sampler is good.
Yeah.
But these, there's 2 that come in the sampler, and these, I'm very disciplined. I leave them in the fridge until last. But because there's then only 2 of them, I kind of save it for a special occasion.
Yeah.
My body's like, I want this, but then my mind's like, save it. I just need a fridge stacked full of these.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
This one is a 5 out of 5. I would go to the store before he found out they got stock, and I would get it before him. I'd buy it all. But I'm assuming you have a similar score. That's my guess.
Oh yeah, this is 5 out of 5 all the way. Get the pocket knife out, stick it in Jared's tires before he gets to get there.
The tires?
Well,
They're new tires though.
well,
I guess I could get them replaced.
I really like this though.
It's delicious.
And if you threaten
You gotta-
you're going to buy it all before me, then
You got to try this. If you can you get your hands on it, go to the website, go to Total Wine, go wherever you can. Find it before Sam does.
yeah, amazing.
Delicious.
5, easy.
And now the 6th, I'm gonna use the left hand because the cider, it's not a beer. The 6th of our 6 is the Sober Carpenter Craft Cider, or the Cider Artisanal. That's how I'm gonna say it. Is that right?
Yeah, Cider.
Perfect. I did something right for the day.
When
there.
Stella Artois first launched their
that's
cider,
delicious.
they had a big commercial. C'est Cider. It is cider, yeah.
This one is gonna be good. I've only had, like I said, I've had probably 130 different NA drinks in the past year. I've maybe only tried 2 or 3 ciders, which is sad to say because I love ciders when I drink alcohol. Loved them. And I need to find more because cider's delicious.
Could be a new favorite.
What do you mean? This could be mine?
Yeah, it could be a new favorite above the
Could be.
the raspberry
Do you like
sour.
ciders?
I like ciders. I didn't drink, like, it was a summer kind of thing, right? And
Yeah.
we would do like Magners. Do you have Magners here? Magners cider?
I don't think so.
So cider, like before I moved here, that was the big thing. And in the summer, everyone would have Magners on ice. Just be like a Magners Irish cider on ice.
Yeah.
But the hangover was just the worst.
Brutal.
Because it's the alcohol, but then just like the high sugar content.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
got to imagine this has got a high sugar content.
It probably does. It's only got, well, yeah, it does. It's 18 grams of sugar, so more than any of the others. It's gonna be sweet. Cheers
That's
to
good.
the cider.
Cheers, man.
Number 6.
Smells like a cider.
It's pungent. And it's super, super tart.
Yeah. Not Warhead's tart, but I mean, you saw my
No,
face.
but it's there.
It's good though.
It's delicious.
I mean, clearly I like sour stuff, so.
It's, I think the cider I had last was the Beagle Puss hopped cider, and that one had hops. This one does not. This one's straight up apples. It is very, it's complex even. It's not just like straight apple flavor. It's got a punch to it. The smell is like,
It does
It's
not.
different.
It doesn't smell how it tastes.
no, it
That's the weird
smells
thing.
different. It smells almost like the sour, like the apples went bad or something.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's the leftovers because we have been using the same glass, but
It could be something with that. I like it a lot.
it's sour when it hits, and then it goes down, and whatever's left on your palate is just like really kicks. I love it. I
do
like
too.
it. If you don't like sour stuff, like probably not the one for you. But I think it's amazing.
Yeah, it's delicious. Totally different than the rest. Obviously, it's cider, not beer. but like it's super sweet. It's tart. It's kind of strong. It's got a good kick to it. It's like almost like a lingering on the back of your throat.
Yeah.
Sweetness, and I like it a lot.
A little bit of carbonation as well.
Yeah, there's a bite to it. It's crisp. Yeah. But that sour, it's not the same as the sour. You said it might be better than the sour for you. You
I don't know. I mean, it's close, right? If I only had to drink one can of each,
yeah.
like if I was gonna have one can, I'd have a hard time choosing between these two. But if I was gonna have a few, you know, just sitting around with friends or at a bar, something like that, I would go for the raspberry sour.
Yeah, I would too.
But
this one's
not
almost
far behind.
It's almost too sweet for me. I think, like you said, as of having one, perfect. I don't think I could have 2 or 3 of these unless I really spaced it out. The sour, that I could have a bunch.
Man,
We're
we
spoiled.
drink 6 cans.
We drink 6 cans.
Okay,
I don't know.
No wonder why I'm just like.
You full? I'm full.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have no regrets though. This is delicious. Really, we only had 3 cans each.
It's a lot in a short space of time, though.
It is, relatively speaking.
I thought it was going to be.
Some people don't like drinking this fast.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like a wine tasting. You know, we take a sip, swill it around, spit it out, make some sort of profound statement.
No, this is beer.
Yeah.
This is just straight NA beer. No hangovers. He can drive home. No issues. He can, you know, slog 3 of these down for maybe 200 to 250 calories. I think, what do we say, 60 average each? That's less than 200 calories for the entire session of 3 cans of beer. That's pretty cool. That's less than 1 beer if you had like a double IPA in alcoholic format.
Yeah.
Some double IPAs are close to 300 calories.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's not apples to apples, cider to cider, but it is, by comparison, you can get a lot out of NA beer in a short period of time and derived all the benefits of trying new things and learning what you like and what you don't like. And that's part of why I do this on YouTube, is because now if someone did watch this, like you just did, if you're still watching, you just saw 6 beers be critiqued by 2 random dudes on the internet, and now you know, oh crap, the way he described the raspberry sour as his favorite beer, basically, I want to go try that. And now you might actually, experience something that you've never had before, and it might turn you on to trying other NAs, which is amazing because NA beer, like I said, there's no downside. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know the answer to this, and maybe
What do
you
you got?
If you drink this in the car, does it count as an open container?
I've heard mixed reviews. I know that it is not classified as an alcoholic beverage, therefore I don't think it matters. I also don't want to find out. I don't want to be pulled over with one that I'm drinking and have someone say, "Yep, that's open."
I'll be a guinea pig.
I don't think it counts. I've been told by people that I know firsthand that are experts in this industry that it is not considered an open container, but I don't know if state to state matters, but it's true. Regardless, the cider is gone. The cider, because it's freaking delicious, is also gonna get a 5 out of 5. It's up there with the sour, a little bit different. It's a different ball of wax, but it is amazing.
Yeah, agreed. 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
If you ask me again to differentiate or make a choice between the two, the raspberry sour would just about take it, but it's like 4.98 to 5.
It's a solid solid cider. Really,
It's
really
great.
good.
Yeah, very well done.
If you get a chance to try any of these, they were all delicious. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I should have asked sooner, so maybe some more people would be able to see the content. But if you're seeing it now and you haven't subscribed, please do. And thanks, Sam, for driving down to do this tasting.
You're most welcome. Thank you for having me, man.
Fun
This
stuff.
has been fun.
And thanks, Sober Carpenter, for sending me these beers. Have a good night, everybody.